What's up, guys? So it's been a little minute since I have posted because da 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 da. Sorry, that was corny, but fanfare. I've been working on a new business, and yes, I already had new businesses that I was working on, hence this channel. But I have decided to undertake a brand new endeavor. In addition to, I'm a financial coach and I'm a real estate investor, a baby investor who has not done my first deal yet, but we're working on it. But yeah, those are brand new fields for me, so it's going to take me a little bit of time to get those things started. As you know, all good things take time, and when you're brand new to a field, you got a lot to learn, which is fine. So this video is to go into, I have taken a lot of new action steps out of my comfort zone and done a lot of things that I have never done before, and so I wanted to log my journey and still pop back in here occasionally to show that you can start your own business from scratch and make it successful just by putting one foot in front of the other. And the goal is ideally to just provide encouragement, empowerment. This is for educational, informational purposes only. I'm not telling you what to do. So use this information at your own discretion. But I was reading a really excellent kind of entrepreneurial business book by, what's his name? Alex Hormozi. Love that guy. Alex and his wife Layla, they're both great. Highly recommend follow them if you don't already, if you have any interest in kind of business entrepreneurial, like bumping your life up to that next level. If you're watching my channel on my wealth journey, they're definitely an excellent follow. So with that, I got hit with this amazing idea. He literally breaks down kind of the psychology of marketing and creating offers that people want to buy. And that was the first time I had ever heard it put in such a way that I really felt empowered. Like, oh wait, I can do this. I could do this. I could follow these directions. And he gave enough of a blueprint that it actually made me realize I can continue doing my old passion, my old career, which I've been in fitness for the past 15 years now. And I felt like I wanted to transition out of that, so I stopped taking new clients and like started transitioning to financial coaching and kind of advertising for that. But I have no background in that yet, so getting customers or getting clients for the financial coaching is very interesting when you don't have a background. Like I have to like learn marketing, and I don't have no reviews for that or anything. So I was like, wait a minute, I do still love fitness. I just don't love one-on-one training to the extent that I was doing it. I got really excited when I fully booked out my client book, but that excitement only lasts for so long before you actually start burning out. So in my case, I was like, oh, how do I scale this? How do I make it bigger without burning myself out? I don't want to have to just keep working more and more hours and just keep charging higher and higher prices. I mean, I'm fine with charging higher and higher prices, but I'm like, there's only but so high you could go on that doing one-on-one. And the things that I knew as ideals for scaling were not things that I felt comfortable or excited about doing. For example, I was like, I probably could create some type of online program and sell that, I guess. But I was like, that takes away all the personalization. And my favorite part about training is actually the interaction with my clients and be able to watch their progress and support them physically. Even when I trained people virtually, I freaking hated it. I did it to support them because it's what we needed at the time during quarantine. But as soon as I didn't have to keep doing virtual clients, I was like, okay, no more. We're not doing that anymore. In person only. So yeah, the online thing was not for me. The fully online thing was not for me. And then the only other thing I could think of was to start my own gym and to just like be a gym owner, and then I can, take clients at my leisure, but mainly like, people come and use the gym and I would like hire other people. But I was like, that is like a whole nother level to jump straight from being an independent contractor up to a gym owner. I was like, I don't really know like how you get from point A to point B in that scenario at all. So it's extremely intimidating. And not to mention what costs are involved in that. I'm sure there's some type of business loan that I could try to take out, but I was like, yo, this is the kind of thing that will go horribly wrong if I don't have my homework correctly in place on this. So what I realized is that I could actually start a boot camp, which is a nice happy medium in between both of those, where I could still, an outdoor boot camp using public parks. It has a nice ability to still be in person, but only a couple times a week. So basically lump all my clients together into one class, so I can still have pretty much the same amount of clients. I think at the maximum I have maybe like 20 or so clients at a time, spread out throughout the week on various days and times. So now I was like, okay, I know my capacity is at least around 20, so what if I just had a class for all 20 in a boot camp that we're all doing together simultaneously? I see them in person, I can work on form technique with them, I can work on body awareness and all those important things, building foundations, and also getting them feeling strong and confident, and kind of, it's like a training ground to teach them the things that they need to make fitness part of their lifestyle for the long term, which is my biggest passion as a trainer, is honestly just teaching people to feel confident and comfortable and feel good about working out and get to, experience it in a supportive, loving way, not in like, oh my God, you gotta do this, and like, I'm not trying to break people down. I'm trying to build people up. So this bootcamp idea came about, and I immediately, so proud of myself, went home and created a website, like a real, actual, legitimate website. I went on GoDaddy, looked up the domain name, it was available, it wasn't crazy expensive. I went ahead and bought like the whole little website package where they like, give you a template and start the website off for you, and then you just go in and like, you go in and edit it to how you want it, and you start adding in your own pictures and et cetera, et cetera. Can take payment and all that jazz. And I was like, I have never created a real website. It's crazy, man. And figuring out how to set up payment was actually not that hard. And then I started creating business accounts. I created a business Instagram account, a business Facebook account. I did already have an old business Facebook account, but I was not using that thing and not getting any kind of benefit from it. So I created a really intentional business account to get reviews from my current clients, who are awesome. My clients are so great. I swear, I get like the best clients. I don't know why, but I'm just lucky like that. So I got my first review, and I was like, I can put the reviews on the website so the people wanting to come to the boot camp, they can see that I'm a cool person and they want to work with me, yada yada. Like, hell yeah. And I ran my first ad campaign. I created the Instagram and started just posting every day some kind of like positive, uplifting, something about the boot camp to like tell people about it and get the idea across that I wanted to create. And using the methods that Alex taught in the book to make the offer as enticing as possible. I'm still working out through all the kinks. So like I said, he gives you like a step-by-step process, but figuring out how to implement it, it's still like a bit of a journey. So I'm doing a lot of experimentation still with how I create the ads. I'm doing like $5 boost for my Instagram posts, for like a $5 boost per day, and like just cycling through the different styles of posts to boost to see which ones are getting the most engagement and which one people are actually messaging me off of. And also the thing with pricing, like I figured out pricing based off of what my monthly goal is to make, but now I'm seeing I may have I may have shot a little bit high for my very first boot camp, but that's totally fine, because you know what's easy to change is the freaking price, especially when you're training people outside at a public park. So I can totally work with that, and especially as I'm building the brand, I know I'm still, like, I have the legitimacy or the like the background and fitness that I'm not concerned about once I get it started and going consistently. Like the word of mouth and like that my reputation will build naturally over time. But for now, I'm only known at like my little queer gym over in the corner. And by people that know me. So like until I have a larger audience, taking the price point down to make it more comfortable for people is totally fine. And perfectly enough, I plan to start this the week after a holiday. So now I get to do a Labor Day sale to entice all the people to the business. And also, money back guarantees are important. I learned that offering a money back guarantee, although it can be risky, I'm honestly willing to take that chance because I know that my intentions are pure, and I know that I genuinely will do my absolute best to make sure people take away as much as possible from this 30-day boot camp. So I say leave that up to your personal preference on starting a business doing a money back guarantee. You have to really believe in your product to do that. But I think that's a good thing that it forces you to really believe in your product, because the people that do the best over time are the people that believe in what they're doing, and are willing to back it up with actions. So all that to say, starting a business does not have to be super scary. It can be definitely anxiety producing in the moment. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I haven't been like a little bit stressed. I don't want to even say stressed, but feeling a little bit like, oh, how am I gonna get people? I think I've had maybe one person. I think I may have had one person sign up. I'm gonna have to go look at if they actually paid the price yet, but they said they want. I've had people say they want to do it. And I think it's just a matter of getting the price point correct. But because I've been working on it every day and kind of changing things here and there and figuring out what people are responding to, I know that as long as I continue that process, I'm going to figure out what they need and what they want and what is actually working in terms of converting to sales. So I'm not super concerned about that. Honestly, I think this Labor Day weekend sale will be the thing that I need, and I'm glad I started doing all this other advertising before, so that I could build up to that kind of background learning to get to the point to do this. And also, the ads have been going and people have been seeing it, so they're getting the exposure. The more people see you and the more exposure they get, the more they start to like and trust you over time. So that is another key thing. I was like, even if I'm not getting sales, I just need to make sure people are seeing my posts. So I don't mind paying the boost and not getting any conversions, because I'm getting the eyes, I'm getting the views. And as a brand new page with like only double-digit subscribers, or not subscribers, double-digit followers on Instagram, I need to get as many eyes as possible to build up that follower count. So yeah, that is where we're at so far on building a new business. I hope some of that could be helpful for anybody else thinking about starting their own business or starting an endeavor, to like kind of give you some encouragement to take that leap and literally just put one foot in front of the other. You don't have to know exactly everything from jump. You just need to know enough to take that first step. All right? That's all you really need. All right, until next time. Let's build that wealth.